got some breaking news, Vikings fans, as they are trading for left tackle Cam Robinson of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it looks like this is the Christian Darrisaw replacement. This is a massive move for the Minnesota Vikings, and I think this team is about to get right back on track. So before we dive into it, make sure you guys are subscribed here to the channel. We're closing in on 40,000 subscribers. First off, that is absolutely awesome. You guys have been showing all types of support here on the show as of late, so that is all credit to you guys. But I say we just dive right into Cam Robinson. So funny enough, I actually posted a video early on today talking about top trade targets for the Minnesota Vikings, and number one on my list was Cam Robinson. And this is definitely not a trade you see in the NFL that goes down a whole lot, where you have a true starting caliber left tackle on the move, because offensive line play in the NFL over the past couple of years has definitely taken a step back. I think defensive linemen are way ahead of offensive linemen just in terms of overall impact on the game. But this is huge for the Vikings, because we talked about on the channel what's going to happen with the offensive line. Could we move Brian O'Neill from right tackle to left tackle? Could we slide Blake Brandel from left guard to left tackle, and then you put in Dalton Risner at left guard? But if I had to call it right now, I think the starting offensive line for the Vikings versus the Colts on Sunday Night Football will be Cam Robinson left tackle, left guard will still be Brandel, Bradbury still at center, and then I think the Vikes are going to make the move to put Ed Ingram in, or bench Ed Ingram and put in Dalton Risner at right guard, and then Brian O'Neill will obviously still be holding down the right side of that offensive line. Now, I will say I have not heard any reports on the draft capital the Vikings did give up, but we are hearing that it is draft capital involved in this trade. I'm just going to check one more time, then we'll dive into Cam Robinson's PFF numbers. How has he played for the Jacksonville Jaguars over the last couple of years? It's just saying draft capital right now. If I had to call it and give my best guess, I'm guessing it's going to be the Vikings' 5th-round pick for next season. I don't think they're diving into a potential 2nd or 3rd-round pick in 2026. I would assume it would be a 5th-round pick for next season. But once I get that update, I'll probably pin a comment right below on today's show. But let's talk about Cam Robinson. What has he done this year? So Cam Robinson, his PFF grade shakeout as in his overall grade is a 69.4 grade, which is the 35th ranked tackle out of 122 eligible tackles. So pretty good there. Pass block grade at 72.3. That is 43rd out of 122 tackles eligible. Run block, 64.6 overall grade. He has played in over 360 snaps this year. He has had 3 penalties called on him, and he has allowed 4 sacks and I believe 3 quarterback hits, and he's also allowed 15 pressures. So teams or edge rushers have been successful against him this season, but I think the point of this move was for Kwesi and this Vikings offense to not just have a carousel at the offensive line, because I thought the one thing that made this offensive line at least, good to great this season, I don't think they've been great, but I think they've been very, very good, is the continuity. Like Brandel, Bradbury, Ingram, O'Neill, they have all played together a lot over the last couple of years, and they have chemistry with each other. And I don't think Cam Robinson by any means is going to come in and throw this off. I think this is a great move for the Minnesota Vikings. Again, we'll have to wait and see what the draft capital is, but if I had to call it, I'm pretty confident in this. It will most likely be a 2025 5th-round pick heading to the Jacksonville Jaguars for Cam Robinson. Now, I think Kevin O'Connell, I am still standing by this take. You need to implement a quick passing game. I understand now with Cam Robinson, you're not as shaky as you would be on the offensive line without him, but I still think teams are going to be able to get home to the Vikings better than they were without Christian Darrisaw in the lineup, top 3 left tackle in the National Football League. So I think Cam Robinson will obviously do a good job of just staying in place and just holding that fort down just a little bit. But I'll talk about the Vikings offense a little more as a whole here in just a second. But before I dive into that, I do want to give a massive shout out to today's sponsor, and that is Game Time. Now, if you guys are looking to go to any events in the near future that require buying a ticket, Game Time is the #1 way to do so. And if you guys plug in promo code CHATSPORTS on your first purchase, well, you guys will actually get $20 off. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Now, Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. And if you guys want to head to the bank this Sunday to see the Vikings take on the Colts, and you guys want to get $20 off, make sure you download Game Time, plug in promo code ChatSports, and you guys will get $20 off. So let's talk about Cam Robinson here a little bit, and also just talk about, you know, what needs to change about this Vikings offense. So the one thing I do want to know, let's just go back to 2023 here with Cam Robinson. He had a great pass block grade that year, 78.8 overall. He's actually 21st in the National Football League. 2022, 74 overall pass block grade, very good as well. 2021, 76 overall pass block grade. So he's just been a very, very consistent player. Now, the only thing that is concerning about Cam Robinson here is he hasn't played a full season since 2020, which is also a big reason why I don't think the Vikings gave up too much in this deal. I say this, I think it is a 5th-round pick, but obviously once we get that, I'll pin that comment and I will let you guys know. But still, let's close out today's show talking about the Vikings offense. So, you know, Kevin O'Connell, I think he's a great coach. You know, he's a great play caller, he's a great play designer, but he definitely does have his flaws. And I think his biggest flaw is not adding a quick pass game. Like, if you go watch like the Rams and what they do with Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, it's just quickly getting the ball out, and then they go make a play where they turn a 3-yard out into a 7-8 yard gain, and then you just are automatically playing ahead of the sticks. And plus, with the Vikings not being the best rushing offense this season, they needed to add something else, kind of add a new flavor, add a new wrinkle to this offense to just supplement you not being able to run the football. A quick passing game would do that. And plus, they have the personnel to be very successful in doing so. Like TJ Hawkinson, he's a great tight end. He's great with yards after the catch. Even a guy like, you know, obviously Jefferson, we know how good he is, but Addison, like, why can't we get Addison just over and over again, 4-yard hitch, 4-yard hitch? And also, plays like that, they set up the big double moves. They set up the big plays in the later on in the game. So that is the one thing I want to see Kevin O'Connell implement this week. But overall, I think this is great news for the Minnesota Vikings. Cam Robinson going to be the new starting left tackle. Again, we'll wait and see on the draft capital that the Vikings gave up, but I'm assuming it's a 5th-round pick. But I absolutely love this move because it just makes this offensive line just not as much as a disaster as it could have been without Darrisaw. So clearly they did not feel comfortable moving O'Neal, the left tackle, or moving Brandell, the left tackle. But now with Reisner back, Hawkinson back, Cashman back, like, I think Vikings fans need to get back on the Super Bowl could be happening this year. You know, maybe I'm drinking too much purple Kool-Aid with this move, but I'm absolutely all in on this football team. But guys, again, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Don't miss a thing around your favorite football team. See you guys next time. As always, Skol Vikes, baby.